Now, these friends of mine, Antoni, Papiso, Puleng, my mom would very often in the morning, to make sure that the kids had breakfast or something to eat, she would make a bowl of pap, bohobe as we call it in those days in southern Sesotho. She would make an enamel bowl with milk and sugar for the three or the four of us, and one spoon. Well, we sit outside the kitchen by the meat processing room on the step there. I can still picture the three, four of us sitting there. And there was a nice, good helping for enough for three, four kids. But just one spoon, okay. I take a bite and give the spoon to Papi, so he takes a bite, gives the spoon to Antoni. Antoni takes a bite, gives it to Puleng. And so we sat there and ate that bowl until it was finished. But that's how we ate breakfast. And, but there's one thing that I have to tell you. We did not have, because we lived on a farm, there's very seldom that we got hold of candy. So whenever there was something sweet, of course, we'd scramble for it. And it just so happens that sugar was one of them. And my parents went to church one Sunday, and of course, I didn't go with them. Oh, they made, but I made their life so miserable during the church service, they decided they're not taking me again. But anyhow, it was me and Antoni. Me and Antoni. We took advantage of the situation that they were in church. And we wanted to go and get some sugar, steal some sugar. But I didn't know what to put it in. I don't know where pots and pans and all that was or whatever. I just didn't know. And then it came to me. Under the one bed, in the guest bedroom, there's a pot, a chamber pot. I didn't know what it was used for, but I just know there was nice size and whatever. So we grabbed that and stole some sugar, poured some sugar into that pot, and we started eating that. And lo and behold, of course, we ate too much. By the time my parents got back from church, me and Antoni were sick all over the place, having eaten too much sugar. Our little stomach could not handle it. My mother had a fit about us, eating out of the bloody chamber pot. My father just laughed and said, "Oh, kids will be kids, whatever."
For edification, for those people who don't know what a chamber pot is.
It's a pea pot.
It's a pea pot.
It's a pea pot, that you have under the bed so the guest wouldn't have to get up at night and walk to the bathroom to go and do her business. She would just pull it out from under the bed.
Where were the bathrooms then? Was it in the house?
No. We didn't. That was after the days of outhouses.
So they still had chamber pots even though they didn't have outhouses?
Yeah.
Okay. Just convenience then, I guess?
I guess so, because in those days we didn't have in-house heating, so, and we, excuse me, we didn't have in-house heating in those days, so if you were under that feather quilt, you don't leave that feather quilt until it warms up in the morning, Well, I guess that was the reasoning.